It's not a flashy jet, nor a household name, but for over 50 years, this little aircraft has quietly conquered jungles, deserts, and frozen runways, becoming the lifeline of remote communities worldwide. This is the story of the L-410 Turbolet. The story of the Let L-410 Turbolet begins in the heart of Czechoslovakia during the late 1960s, when aviation engineers at the company Let L-410 were tasked with designing a small regional aircraft that could serve remote communities, connect small towns to bigger cities, and most importantly, operate under conditions where larger aircraft could not. What they envisioned was not just another commuter plane, but a rugged, dependable workhorse capable of landing on short, unpaved runways, flying in harsh weather, and carrying both passengers and cargo with ease. This vision became reality in 1969, when the L-410 took to the skies for the very first time. It was a twin-engine, short-range transport aircraft, powered by turboprop engines that gave it both reliability and efficiency, perfectly suited for regions with limited aviation infrastructure. From the beginning, the L-410 was designed with versatility in mind. Unlike many of its Western counterparts that required well-maintained runways, this aircraft could take off and land on grass strips, dirt fields, and even rough airstrips in mountainous terrain. That ability alone made it a lifeline for communities in remote parts of Eastern Europe, Africa, Asia, and South America. The aircraft's high-mounted wings, sturdy landing gear, and powerful Walter M601 engines gave it the strength to operate in extreme conditions. At a time when aviation was rapidly advancing toward jet travel, the Turbolet carved out its own space by proving that small propeller-driven planes were still essential for regional connectivity. The L-410 was built to carry around 19 passengers, making it perfect for short-haul flights that didn't justify larger aircraft. But its cabin could also be easily reconfigured for cargo, medevac missions, or even skydiving operations. Its wide cabin doors and strong airframe made it extremely adaptable, and operators across the globe found creative uses for it. Whether it was transporting villagers in Siberia, delivering supplies in Africa, or dropping paratroopers in military exercises, the Turbolet proved that it was far more than just a commuter plane. It was, in many ways, a flying truck, tough, simple, and able to get the job done no matter the conditions. One of the reasons the L-410 became so widespread was its reliability. Over 1,200 units were built, and they were exported to more than 50 countries. In the Soviet Union, it quickly became a favorite because of its ability to handle the challenging weather and remote runways that defined much of the country's vast landscape. In fact, for decades, the L-410 was one of the most common sights in regional Soviet aviation. Even today, if you travel to small airports in Russia, Africa, or South America, there's a good chance you might see a Turbolet still faithfully operating, connecting places that otherwise would remain cut off. The aircraft also had a long production life. Unlike many planes that quickly fade into history, the L-410 was constantly upgraded and modernized. The early versions were powered by Czech-made Walter turboprops, but later models adopted more powerful GEH-80 engines, giving them improved performance and efficiency. The L-410 UVP, introduced in the late 1970s, featured improved aerodynamics, a larger wingspan, and increased passenger comfort. Its further variants included modern avionics, enhanced safety systems, and even pressurized cabins in some experimental versions. This continuous evolution allowed the Turbolet to remain relevant for decades, despite the introduction of newer competitors. Another fascinating aspect of the L-410 is its role in humanitarian operations. Its ruggedness and ability to land almost anywhere made it a perfect aircraft for relief missions. Whether it was delivering medical aid to disaster zones, evacuating people from remote regions, or assisting in firefighting operations, the Turbolet earned a reputation as a dependable partner in crisis situations. Many smaller airlines, charter operators, and government agencies relied on it precisely because of this unmatched adaptability. Pilots who flew the L-410 often praised its handling and resilience, calling it forgiving, steady, and trustworthy, even in less-than-ideal conditions. The Turbolet also found a unique niche in skydiving. Its capacity for 18 to 19 jumpers, combined with its large door and excellent climb performance, made it an ideal aircraft for parachute training and recreational skydiving. Around the world, skydiving clubs embraced the L-410, and even today, it remains one of the most popular aircraft for jump operations. That's a remarkable second life for a plane that was originally designed to be a small commuter airliner. It shows just how flexible and beloved this machine has become in the aviation community. Of course, no aircraft story is complete without acknowledging its challenges. The L-410 did experience several accidents over the years, often due to the demanding environments it operated in. Many of these crashes were not the fault of the aircraft itself, but rather the result of poor weather, lack of proper maintenance, or difficult terrain. Despite this, the aircraft's overall safety record remains respectable considering the sheer number of flights it has undertaken in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. The Turbolet's legacy is not defined by its mishaps but by the countless successful missions it completed and the millions of passengers it carried safely over the decades. Today, more than 50 years after its first flight, the L-410 Turbolet is still in production, now built by aircraft industries in the Czech Republic. The modernized L-410NG features advanced avionics, new engines, and extended range, ensuring that this classic design continues to serve well into the 21st century. It's quite rare in aviation for a design from the 1960s to still be in production today, but that's exactly what makes the L-410 so special. It has stood the test of time, adapting to the needs of new generations while staying true to its original mission, providing reliable and versatile air service to places larger aircraft simply cannot reach. In the grand story of aviation, where glamorous jets and legendary airliners often steal the spotlight, the L-410 Turbolet may not be a household name. But for the countless communities it has connected, the lives it has saved, and the skydivers who have leapt from its sturdy frame, it holds a special place in history. It is a reminder that aviation isn't just about speed and luxury, it's also about practicality, reliability, and bringing the world closer together in ways that often go unnoticed. The L-410 Turbolet may be one of the lesser-known classics, but it's without doubt one of the most important aircraft to ever take to the skies.